Have you ever heard the saying, all I really wanted to know, I learned in kindergarten? Well, so much of that was true because the basic needs we had way back then are many of the same needs that we still have today. Which is exactly why you've been thinking about your employees the wrong way. In truth, employees are like kids. Now, before we go any further, let me be clear and tell you, don't treat your employees like children. If you do, they're gonna hate it. They're probably gonna quit working for you. But if I don't want you to treat them like children, then why would I say something like employees are like kids? Well, if you think about everything that we needed as kids in order to grow up happy and healthy and ready to contribute, the concepts are identical to the ones your employees need to be happy, healthy, and ready to contribute at work. So here are 7 ways that your employees are just like kids. Kids thrive with structure. They thrive with guardrails and boundaries. And even when they don't necessarily like them, they often realize later in life how beneficial that structure actually was. Well, your employees are no different. They need to know your guardrails, your boundaries, so that they can stay on track. They need clarity to know what should they be focused on and how should they prioritize things. They need clear expectations from you to give them the best chance at success. Employees thrive with structure. They need performance feedback. Kids need feedback, both positive and corrective, to help them unlock their greatest potential. Well, how are your employees any different? You owe it to your people to give them encouragement and then honest feedback about where their performance is lacking, if you expect them to unlock their full potential at work. Give them feedback. Just like kids, your employees need to know that you won't kick them out of the house for making mistakes. Kids thrive when they're encouraged to try new things and they're allowed to make mistakes in the process. The same is true for your people. If your people who make mistakes at your company are hung out to dry or fired, innovation will come to a screeching halt because no one wants to fail. But when mistakes are celebrated, people reach new heights. For gosh sakes, let them make mistakes. Just like kids, your employees hear what you're saying, but your actions grab their attention. You see, they notice when you say one thing but you do another. And man, do they lose respect for you because of it. For instance, if you tell them that work-life balance is important, but you're the last one to leave the office every day, they know you don't mean it. When you're touting the company values, but simultaneously allowing bad behavior to continue in the organization, eventually they roll their eyes. Your actions speak louder than your words, so make sure your actions align with those words. Just like kids, your employees need to know that you don't play favorites, that everyone in the company is held to the same standards of accountability, that no one gets a free pass or a choice project just because you like them more. When you play favorites, not only will they turn on you for that, but they'll turn on whoever you've chosen as your favorite. Don't play favorites. They need all their parents to be on the same page. You see, I often say that when mom and dad are fighting, the kids know it and they're forced to choose sides. That kind of division in your leadership ranks will completely divide the entire company. When leaders are at odds, people choose sides, battle lines are drawn, and everything that you try to do will be harder because of it. But a cohesive and aligned leadership team gives employees stability and a chance to thrive. So get your leaders on the same page. And number 7, just like kids, your people want you to be proud of them. They need to be praised. They joined your company hoping to be part of something bigger than themselves, wanting to feel valued, wanting to know that their contributions matter. The worse you are at telling your employees how proud you are of them, how much you appreciate them, I promise you the lower the morale is going to be and the higher your turnover is going to be. They need to know that you're proud of them, so make sure they know it. So there you have it, 7 ways that employees are like kids. Take these to heart. Oh, and if you don't believe me, ask them. Because here's an 8th way that your employees are like kids. They have opinions, they like it when you ask, and they appreciate it when you listen to them. I'm Patrick Lyons, and thanks for tuning in.